Guys, the best day, spine day. We're on day 10. How come I haven't done a spine day yet? I don't really know, but we're on spine day now. It's gonna be a shorter session. Just enjoy it. I hope you feel really good when you're done. Let's start with hugs, rotations, okay? So crossing your arms like so. You're gonna bend your knees. Gonna have you round your upper back, okay? Watching if you need to. You're gonna rotate your arms to the side like so, keeping your hips really still. If you move your hips, nothing happens, okay? But if my hips are centered and I rotate my spine, now I'm feeling a nice movement and perhaps stretch. Bend elbow to hip, you don't need to touch. Soft now as you arch, okay? Just like so, like a cat arching, feels great. You're gonna bend elbow to opposite hip. You're gonna round forwards. We're gonna do a couple more that direction. Rotate, keep those hips towards me. Elbow bends down to hip. Arching backwards. If you feel great, arch more this time, okay? Get a little bit further, elbow to hip. Again, rotate, rotate, rotate. Oh yeah. Elbows to hip or elbow to hip, arch. Ooh. Elbow to hip, down. Take a few seconds. As we do our other direction, really compartmentalize those cues. Because when you do all those cues specifically, first of all, you move the spine really well and you get more out of it. So other side, bend the knees, arms across the body. I think that's how you say that phrase. Round your upper back. Rotate the spine, keep the hips still. Once you can no longer rotate, bend elbow to hip. Arch backwards, big chest, reach the chest up to the ceiling. My shirt says movement strength, elbow to hip. So when I make that arching happen, here we go, rotating, elbow to hip. When I make that arching happen, I'm really trying to expose this chest up because that's putting pressure through my upper back and not dumping it into the low back. One more, rotate. Can no longer rotate, bend elbow to hip. Arch. Upper back feels great. Oh, yeah. Elbow to hip and forwards. Nice. Shake all that out. Let's go into toe grab squat. Looks like a hamstring exercise, an ankle knee movement. We're going to try and get spine out of it. So, coming into your resting squat, excuse me, grabbing your toes if it's helpful, fingertips on the floor if it's helpful, grabbing your shins if you're a little bit less flexible. Take time as you extend the knees, extend the hips. Rounded spine here, okay? That's what we're doing. Rounded spine, back down. We're doing 5. Give me a big chest on the bottom. You can use your hands to pull in your toes if you want to, or grabbing your ankles, look up. Okay, and reverse. Hips extend, knees extend, pause. What does it feel like? Back down for 2, or I should say 3. Pull that chest up for a second. Spine day. Hello, spine. Taking care of it. Up for 4. If you're doing palms with me, I want that chest up nice and tall while your palms are on the floor. Stand up. Back down, last one, okay? If you're on the shins here, you're more like looking 45 degrees, that's okay. But over time, I want you peeling that chest up, okay? Eyes up. Wherever you are, last one, extending. Holding, bend the knees, gently standing up. Be soft as you exit out of that. Okay, hope we're all feeling really, really good. Grab a mat. I didn't say that we needed it when we started the video. Probably should have. But I think you're all prepared, as you know that you should be. We're gonna half kneel. We've seen this movement before, I should say, if you've done the previous series. We're gonna do a overhead reach, okay? Kind of like a side bend. You can select which way you want to bend over with the forward leg, whatever feels better, okay? So for example, I got my right leg down. I'm gonna take my right hand and reach it over across the body, okay? Now, if that feels a little pinchy on this hip or just unsure, do the other side on your next rep. Okay, whatever feels better, whether for balance, you can be holding on to something here, okay? Whether balance or just positioning, I want you to do a few more reps with what feels good for you. Okay, you could alternate, that's fine as well. And just try to really hard to keep the arm on top of the body, okay? It's above me. I'm trying not to let it come forwards of the body. One more. Cross the body. Ooh. Yep. Okay, other side. Again, if you want to alternate, doesn't matter to me. Really doesn't matter. Okay, again, hand, chair on something. Hand on chair. Chair on something. Hand on the chair. Go for it. A couple more. Let's do one last one. Really lengthening that hand over the head, over the body, okay, versus like bent. Really trying to reach it long. Good. Okay, nice shaky shake. With the mat we have conveniently got out there, let's do some wrist work, give the spine a little bit of a break. It's wrist week. So let's do wrist kneading, okay? Some of you know this one. You're gonna take your fingertip, you're gonna touch the floor with your fingertip, you're gonna roll to your knuckle, you're gonna roll to your palm, you're gonna roll to your wrist. And it's not necessarily intense, it's like easy. Other side, fingertip, knuckle, palm, heel of palm, which is here last. And you're just gonna repeat. In that smooth rolling fashion, it can be a little bit faster now. You can turn your fingers outwards if that's okay for you. So kneading because you're moving through the body. And then I want you to impromptu now change the position of the wrists. Okay, it could be backwards, it could be forwards, but having that layering procedure of fingertip, knuckle, palm, heel of palm. Good, a couple more seconds. If you're really up for it, you can do this on the back of the hands, okay? For those who are a little more comfortable on those wrists, if you want to. Okay, you can alternate back and forth. Let's call it there. Nice little shaky shake. Okay, coming up next, I still got my knees on the mat. We're gonna do what I call active cat-cow. So let me show you what regular cat-cow is like. Hold the stretch, it's nice, but I just hold it, and I just hold. And I kind of just like think something's happening. I just kind of wait for it to happen. It's a nice way to do a cat-cow if you just want to relax. We're gonna make this active, so listen closely. When you're rounded, which is here, I want you to think about distancing the floor between your hands and your knees. You're gonna isometrically pull your knees backwards and push your hands forwards, okay? You're gonna spread the floor apart. Obviously, it can't move if you have regular flooring in the world we live in. When we arch, I want you to pull your hands to your knees and pull your knees to your hands, shortening the floor or pulling it together. Also, if you live in a normal world with normal flooring, impossible. But the isometric focus is going to allow you to tap into a little bit more arching and rounding qualities. 4 reps, I know I'm talking a lot, but I want you to do this well. 4 reps. First rep, easy, gentle, just trying to kind of practice those cues I just gave you and just try to make sense of them. Number 2, layer a little bit more intensity. Number 3, layer a little bit more intensity. Number 4, if you want to, layer more intensity. I'll walk you through it as we do it. Okay, get into your rounded position. Okay, you don't need to be super rounded, but something comfortable. And start to imagine pressing the floor forwards with your hands and pulling the floor backwards with your knees. And you should already feel like a little bit more rounding happening in the spine. Easy though, right? Easy. Transition, please. That was easy. Now as you arch, you're going to pull your palms backwards and pull your knees forwards, gently practicing. What does it feel like? Arch, and then pulling hands to knees, knees to hands. Okay, round 2. Start to push the floor forwards with the hands. Start to pull the floor backwards with the knees. Do that a little bit harder than the first set. Transition. Pull knees backwards, pull knees forwards. Pull hands backwards a little bit more. Transition. 2 more. Push the floor forwards a little bit harder. Pull the knees backwards a little bit stronger. Hold. 3, 2. More intense if you want. Relax. Transition. 3rd round, a little harder. Pull knees to hands, hands to knees. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Last one, more intense if you want to. You don't have to. Spread the floor apart with knees and hands. Hold. Layer some more intensity. Really push the floor away if you want to. Transition. Arch and really pulling palms to knees, knees to palms if you so choose. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice. First time doing that can be a little bit different for some, but you might have felt a nice difference in your cat-cow that you actually kind of got something out of it versus just sitting in the position, right? Good. Hope you're feeling okay. You're not stressing too much with the spine. Spine's like a wrist. If you load it every day, it's gonna be pretty happy. If you don't load it, it's gonna be pretty weak. Don't rush the process. Last thing for today, some just easy neck stretches. Take your right fist, reach that towards the floor with a little bit of force. Take your left ear, drop it towards your left shoulder, and feeling that nice stretch through here as you're reaching the fist down. If you relax the pressure, it becomes more gentle. You can add a little bit more, but it shouldn't be crazy even if you are more flexible. It should be just nice, easy stretch. Breathe, transition gently. Left fist drives towards the floor. As I touch right ear to right shoulder, really feeling this stretch through there, finding a nice intensity, you pick how much. Switch, other side again. Right fist reaches down, lengthening through this arm towards the floor. Left ear to left shoulder, 5, 4, feels great, man. 3, 2, 1. I had a lot of desk work today, so that just feels awesome. Left fist squeezing, going down, reaching over and across, holding. 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. That's our short spine day with our wrist theme. Hope you had a great session. Hope you feel supple and awesome now. I will see you tomorrow.